Donut. No, I just realized. In, the dream, this area right in front of the Krusty Krab looks monumentally different. Just pointing that out. It's kind of weird. Anyways, so this time I say, welcome back, let's play, Spongebob Squarepants, the movie, the video game. Man, it's gonna take me a long time to get used to saying that. Say hi to Mindy. Hi, Mindy. So we actually, need to check out the new extras I found last episode. We just finished off all of the, Goofy Goober tokens in Stanchion Driving 101, the different challenges, even though I cut out the Watch of Time challenge because it's just another time challenge. John Merlin and SpongeBob just so you can see what that's like. I'm not going to turn on Longbutt Head and Tinny because I don't like how it looks. Another film trailer, I'm not going to see it. Look at that, I'm pretty sure that's straight up copyright. That's not a thing that I can really show on a video anyways. So, SpongeBob's various costumes, or I think it's the various costumes in general. So, the art packs aren't really consistent in theme, actually. Okay, so it's supposedly SpongeBob, but you see stuff like that. That's not SpongeBob at all. See how SpongeBob's different costumes? You think only one of these actually got included. Can't play as Thief Erickson, or pretty sure you can't play as I think I may have heard. Yeah, I think you can play as Caveman and Rip Pants SpongeBob. I'm not sure, but you can't play as Patrick or Doodlebob, which is pretty darn awesome, or Thug SpongeBob. You can, however, play as plain SpongeBob on the bottom right there. That's gonna be a long time in the making, though. That's my favorite costume, though. Look at the art. Enemy spawners. You also see, I like seeing all the concept art, like what the original ideas were. Also, what different areas they intend to have in the game, because they made like character designs and spawner designs, stuff like that, in concept art of areas that they actually ended up not including in the game at all. Those are actually exactly what the final looked like. So this is supposed to be the trench, I believe. Sound packs are just... They're really quiet too.
I think I'm gonna...
Oh no, not again. Service with a smile? I'll show you service with a smile.
You don't really hear any of these clips, actually.
You want fries with that?
Almost any of these, at least.
Wanna pet Mr. Whiskers?
Want to pet Mr. Whiskers? Anyways. Let's actually get to the task at hand. Nope, Mermaid Man. I look weird. So now I have the bash ability, which looks weird to me, given that it's neither metal nor bubble. Oh yes, more things that return from Bungee Bottom. These plank things that you just bash. Oh yeah, there are also the hover tikis that are, or the floating tikis that were in Bungee Bottom. Those are in this game too, in the form of boxes with balloons in them. Yes, that's the idea. So if you try to hit these things with normal attacks, what'll happen is, well, first they'll avoid you, but that'll happen. I'll just kind of laugh. So if you move into their little thing, which will hurt you, or just hit directly, you'll end up sliding around for a little bit, which isn't really any big problem. Oh, crap. Death animation, which are, by the way, taken straight from Bungee Bottom. And then there's that failure sound that plays too. Unfortunately, the bash symbol that shows on the ground looks different, which kind of saddens me. So there are two ways of taking these guys out. One, you can just punch them in the ass twice, or once you upgrade the ability, because you kind of end up doing an overkill type thing. Or you can reflect their projectile back at them twice, or once, because I already hit them once. If you have, if your karate spin or star spin, I believe it's called, is upgraded.
Green Bikini Bottom, one hapless soul at a time. These just ooze macho.
There's something that looks so weird about Spongebob being that mermaid costume. I don't know what it is. By the way, you can actually just like ignore
Too wet for me.
most of these at least some of these spin things by doing stuff like that.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now.
I don't like dealing with these guys. They're a lot easier if you have the upgrade for what?
Whoa, whoa!
The not easier if you have the upgrade. Yes, whenever you hit them, they'll actually run away, making a weird squealing sound for a little bit. If you have the upgrade for the bash, which I'm yet to have, of course, but I'll get it pretty soon. Of course, you have the tilting platforms, which I won't say are a rip-off of Buffer Bottom, but they were most definitely in Buffer Bottom. I'm just gonna leave these guys here and just show you what happens when I actually just happens to them when I destroy that tower. Which, by the way, can only be done once. You can't actually come back here and destroy the tower a second time if you were to run through the level again, because level events only happen once. I'm pressing what? Oh. Boop. There's just a button. Huge, giant red button that sits there,
This evil radio tower.
so you can destroy it. Wait a minute, I didn't realize that those buttons were hollow. I had always thought those buttons in Buffer Bottom and this game.
Whoa!
Yep, see, they still attack you. Had quite the effect, I see. I always thought that those were
That did
the worst
enough
case rate.
manliness, even in the corners.
Even in the corners.
Simple but satisfying.
The word escapes me completely.
Finders keepers.
I was always under the impression that they were not hollow. I can't think of the word. Extra. New targeting hand. Oh, I actually like this. So there's nothing gets targeted right now, so I'm gonna keep that off.
Anyone knows
You need to rename all the extras too, by the way, each time you load up the game, I believe.
You gotta earn your extras in life, son. All sorts of things.
There are these all these different sound clips that play from the different characters depending on what menu you're in. So, for example, Mr. Crab saying you gotta earn your extras in life. Lots of random crap for just the generic pause menu. They have bucket helmets. Patrick saying help save me on the save screen, stuff like that.
I'm feeling like
So
more
I'm actually
now
100% in this game, I plan to do 100% run here.
than that's a headache
Probably getting all the
having.
extras too. The only tokens I don't have though are actually ones from the vehicles, or from the slide and vehicle levels, because I just don't want to do them.
I'm not
I am
feeling
quite
like
capable of
pets
doing it, I
right
believe.
now.
No.
Whoops. Of course, the guy's just like laughing his ass off at me as I sink to my death. Ever the sensible one. Patrick could probably jump to this better, actually, because something about Patrick's cartwheel I didn't explain. But something that Patrick can do. Oh, picked up the patty. Is he can, for whatever reason, Can I make that jump? Is that he can just jump out of a... He can always jump out of a cartwheel.
Oh, that's a headache waiting to happen.
No matter what he's at. Well, yeah, just regardless if he's in the air or something, he can always jump out of a cartwheel. Meaning that you can actually cartwheel off of a ledge and then do a double jump afterwards. And get some extra distance. So these are the Spongebob challenges. Once again, another thing for straight from Bikini Bottom, including the animations, and all that, and the controls. Same rubber-like controls. You grip to things like crazy. You're all bouncy. You get to be the Spongebob, like you are in Bikini Bottom. This is the only time you ever get to be the Spongebob in the game, unfortunately. I quite like the Spongebob in the original Bikini Bottom, but yeah. It will be missed. Okay, you know, in an environment like this, though, I mean, there's always like such strict platforming environments. These Spongebob arenas, well, I wouldn't call them arenas. I guess there are called arenas, though. You don't really get to see just how exactly the physics work for the Spongebob is, how bouncy it is, how grippy it is, stuff like that. Same about Bikini Bottom. If you were to like, what you could seriously do is you could just keep bouncing between two walls that were close to each other, and you'd seriously gain height. Because what would happen is you'd rip onto the wall, roll up a little bit, and gain air from that. Oh, what? Dude? And you just keep doing that. And you can get infinite height. Or as long as the, as long as, or as high as the two walls went. I really do like these Spongebob challenges in general, though. For some reason, when those blocks are moving upwards, I can't move at all. Like, I'll always hold up as they're moving upwards, but I just can't move in the slightest. Yeah, see, if I'm on a block and it's moving upwards, I just can't move. I can move, but only slightly. It's really slow. Anyways, let's not do something stupid like I did a second ago. Yes, you see things clip through each other a lot like that, like this in this game for some reason. I don't like it. So look, if I fall, I actually fall back to the beginning of the level. I have to skip the whole, oh look, you went out of bounds
Like a little man
thing.
type stuff.
But yeah, the Spongebob arenas get much crazier as time goes on. Look at that, a whole 9 Goofy Goober tokens. That's actually almost 1/7 of all of them already. That's nice. So that's just being a long Let's Play. You know, out of curiosity, could you, in theory, just like, if you did it right, jump across there? Not just bounce back at him. You might. I totally hit that. Oh, hi. Oh, he at least didn't pop out of something that was obviously something that enemies pop out of. Why is it that all your... whenever you shoot back a projectile, it's rainbow? I guess I just can't go to that other area yet. Pretty sure you can if you were to platform your way there through breaking crap, but I'm not very interested in trying to do that. Because, as you might expect, doing those things is kind of hard, and it helps to actually really know how to do it, which I don't. Oh, that's cool shit. Okay, there we go. Tons! I seriously thought I was stuck.
Whew, that was close.
If you were able to think, you'd think this was great.
manliness, even in the corners.
Even in the corners. Stop. Yeah. Why can I not? I can most definitely make that jump.
Boing.
Boing. So unfortunately, Sonom never actually gets a smash attack in this game. Like, if you jump and press B, like the bubble bounce or whatever it's called in Off King Bottom. There's no equivalent of that in this game, which makes it kind of sad. Let's take care of the explosion of those things because it's freaking huge, and they actually take less time to explode. Fun for the whole family. Yes, I like being total slavery is indeed fun for the whole family, is it not? So now I can go to this. Oh cool, just going there gets us token. I'll take that.
Ooze macho.
I just saw inside Spongebob's head. And surprisingly, it's rather empty. There we go. Timing to do that is pretty hard. There we go. Tahoe! Those discard rocks aren't suspicious in any way, shape, or form. Bungee. Oh yeah, that's yet another thing. There's the Bungee challenge. Yeah, the Bungee challenges. Once again, coming right from Bikini Bottom. By the way, hit these in the order that I just hit them. And that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure what you do if you've actually upgraded this. If you've actually upgraded your bash, which I'm gonna do right now. Macho Bash. The glove will stick things and then you can detonate it. So you can't do things like I just did it right there if that's the case. So I'm not sure what you would do. Whoops, I managed to stick one on the ground. Cool. So either explode over time, or you can just stick inside, or you can press Y a second time and it'll explode on its own. Anyways, just jump right on Bungee like you did in Bikini Bottom, and here you go.
Manliness, even in the corners.
Now this also makes the same sound too. You can still see Spongebob's ass like you used to. Oh my god. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I did a thing wrong. I did something wrong, evidently. I did something wrong. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, hey.
Ow! I'm feeling like more of a man already.
God. Oh, hey. Spongebob. Dying is not good for your health. Oh, so now I can insert this. Because sticking...
One for the boys back home. Gotcha.
I'm guessing that you just do that and then it will give you the... extra, I'm not sure. Because sticking sharp objects into balloons totally wouldn't pop them. I like my utter refusal to actually dive at a time that wouldn't kill me. Oh, what? How's this supposed to not get killed there? No, I'm just making myself look stupid. I just wanted to get those shiny objects, though. They're not shiny objects, those manliness points. Upwards. I win a thing! You do roll for one free meal. Screw you. Explosions in this game are so over the top. It destroy everything
Right now.
within like 2-meter radius at least. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, for you press buttons like that though, the annoying thing is you actually have to make it explode. So it takes a little bit more time if you've upgraded the bash to do things. And some things just can't do as intended. For example, this. So I stick it on here, it's gonna blow everything the hell up. I just can't really get that. If I hadn't gotten that purple manualist point up there, or those 50 manualist points, I just won't be able to get it now. Pre-pause I won't be able to now, at least. Oh look, this one's moving. I'll definitely stop me. Those balloons are from down from Bikini Bottom. Those are the balloons that suspended children in Goo Lagoon. The way that they just reuse everything from Bikini Bottom, down from Bikini Bottom in this game is so over the top. Okay, so yeah, you actually review the story movies from pause menu. Should you unlock them through the extras. Funny thing is, you can actually get all extras before completing the game, and the final extra is the ending to the game. So you can actually watch the ending before completing it. Which I may, well, I probably won't actually watch the ending, but I'll most definitely, if I do get all the extras, I'll get them all before completing the game. That's so able to show that, which would be kind of funny. Oh, I was inside a thing. It's a mine! Yeah, look at that. Makes some stuff explode from pretty far away.
Be sure not to touch these, or you'll get
Shut
hurt.
up! Don't run away. I'm definitely gonna stick my explosive fist up your ass. That's the new episode title. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this off with the floating block challenge. New challenges all over the place. This is exactly what it sounds like. You just go across floating blocks. I think there are some extras in some of these too. Well, there's your answer. So you occasionally find some. For the most part, though, these are pretty barren. There's just the occasional manliness point, for the most part. Of course, everything gets a bit more crazy as time goes on. And yes, you always do these as Patrick, so you can't make things easier by using Snowdrop's air attack or air spin. You also have checkpoints, and as you can see at the top left, you are timed. You don't complete it within that time limit, and you're screwed. You just kind of get kicked out. Something odd that happened to me on my main file in one of these challenges. Oh hey, that one's different. Okay, these are actually different in general. So now it's actually rotating in a way that can impede our progress. Cool. Like that. One of these floating block challenges, for some reason, that Goofy Goober token that you get by completing it, it isn't shown marked as collected on the pause screen, and it's not included in my total for how many Goofy Goober tokens I have. But at the same time, it's actually marked like I have it, or like it's not there in the level anymore, acting as if I had actually collected it. It's really weird. Yeah, you want to stay on the you want to stay on the both, well, if possible, non-perpetually rotating blocks, and ones that rotate relatively quickly. Then you get to this area where everything just kind of shrinks, and for some reason, yeah, then this happens. Should be shit. If you fall out of it though, if you fall out of this area into the Great Yonder, you actually actually if you grab onto the ledge of one of these, it's kind of funny. What will happen is, damn it. Oh no. Yeah, you actually fall outside of it. What will happen is you'll grab onto it and it'll shrink as you're bringing yourself up, and you'll just barely be able to actually jump off of it. I don't really know what these things are supposed to be. I always made me think of ice cubes. They're just like melting or something whenever you touch them. I don't know. I should make it my mission to destroy all of these. How they get really small and then just pop. There's just like little fizzle. Anyways, yeah, like place this Goofy Goober token. There's just a warp back outside of the challenge. I just want to get a token, even though I hadn't actually gotten that token. It was weird. Hopefully that won't happen again. Anyway, so I think that's good enough for this episode. Let's play. What is it? Let's play. Oh my God! Spongebob Squarepants. The movie, the video game. Still a bloody mouthful. So we'll just kind of see other things happen as we go on. We'll see what this is. Holy crap! I'm just gonna look at this last extra of ours. Patrick concept art. So, the only one of these costumes you can actually use in game is the disco one, by the way. And it turns out there's a glitch. I'm not sure it's 360 exclusive because these glitches tend to be 360 exclusive, where it'll maps Patrick's normal clothing texture onto that model if you try to use it, and actually looks better than the actual costume because it's actually all green and stuff. It actually looks really good on him. It looks like it's actually themed after his shorts. Except he has like green eyebrows and stuff too. And one of his eyes is the wrong color. That's very Patrick related. Thank you. See, I don't know why these things are called what they are. That's what these things are called. Flingers. Yes, that's a fun place to be. Alright. Save the money first. So, look at that. We already have 12 Goofy Goober tokens out of 70, so we have 6/35ths, it apparently is, of this game completed. That's nice to know. In just one night of recording. Just 1 week of your own viewing, that is. Or maybe just like a little over an hour if you're actually watching these after them having been posted. Anyways, so that's it. Let's play Spongebob Squarepants, not Battle for Bikini Bottom. God, Spongebob Squarepants, the movie, the video game. I'm gonna try to not get my ass kicked, and I'll see you guys next time.
Right back at ya.
Ho. Oh, shit.